Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up the first down.
Now Stewart, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Manning now to throw. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
This is Marshawn Lynch, a man who won his lone Super Bowl in this stadium. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Remain in a scoreless 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Carr to Nelson, and even 40 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Lynch running the counter, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. B.J. Goodson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the left hash mark. This a 43-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Here's Carr to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dwayne Harris from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run again with Lynch. Lynch busting free. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action here on first down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Handoff comes to Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
6-18.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Finds Roberts left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Lynch, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Carr going to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
New York set to take the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing is Manning. Wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A giant first down. Manning to an open Beckham. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Manning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, it's Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 52 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Rosas true blue on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the give, this is Lynch. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Spins past it. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Back to throw. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Manning. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This from 51 yards for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take a 17-14 lead. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.